My peoples, my peoples. Welcome to Box Center. I'm your host, JSmiff. We talking boxing, my people, but this time around, I'm gonna be watching a fight. I'm gonna be calling it for you live right now, and we're gonna break this down. Here's the reason for this fight commentary and breakdown. You guys probably been hearing these words, Kambosos beat Teal, Kambosos beat Teal, as we're getting closer to this fight with Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Why has Kambosos become a main topic of conversation? He beat Teo, he beat him. Cool. So now, what I'm gonna do is watch this fight, call it for you guys as if it's live, right? And once we watch this fight, we're gonna talk about it. Agent 17, styles make fights. That is a fact. But what we saw in this fight is that Teofimo started off the wrong way. And it took too long for him to make the right adjustments. But don't take my word for it, my peoples. Right now, I'm watching the fight on TV. It's about to start. Both fighters are in the ring. They're being announced. Like I told you, I'm going to call this fight as if I'm watching it for the first time. And the whole point of this is to show you what type of fight it was. Because everybody's focusing on can't beat him, can't beat him. But what type of fight was it? Because no fighter is perfect. Yes, there's a few fighters that retired undefeated, but come on. Teofimo took a loss. I'm going to call it for you right now, and we're going to see exactly what type of fight it was and why he took this L. You see, that's why it's easy for me to break down a fight. Because if I'm calling it, I'm looking at the punches that are landing. I'm looking at the punches that are being slipped or blocked. I'm looking at the movements. I'm looking at all of the details that tell me, okay, this is what happened. It's not about emotions. It's not about, I like this guy, I don't like that guy. It's the way the fight played out. So here we go, my peoples. Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. The referee gave him the final instructions, and the fight is about to start, my peoples. Y'all already know I'm going to give you this commentary like it's the first time that I watched this fight. Like we all watching it for the first time, my peoples. Here we go. Round number one. Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos. The first bell about to ring. Both fighters on their corner, ready to go, on their toes. You see the energy in the arena. You see everybody's loud. Round number one, my people, right away, Teofimo with a left and a right. Right away, Teofimo with a big right and a left from Teofimo Lopez. A left and a right from Teofimo. He came out swinging, ladies and gentlemen. He want to blast Kambosos out of there. You see him going forward now. Kambosos backing away. Jab from Teofimo Lopez, who's going forward. Straight right hand. Kambosos made a miss, gave him a left and a right, and went right into a clinch. So you see Kambosos already going for the counterpunch. The referee warning Teofimo. I think he shoved Kambosos' head down. Only 30 seconds into the first round. Teofimo double jab and a left, but Kambosos caught him with a counter right hand. Teofimo going forward with a jab now. Kambosos, you see him backing away on his toes. On his toes, moving. Teofimo loads up with a right hand. Kambosos dodges it and clinch. So you see how Teofimo kicked off the first round. Super aggressive. Right and a left from Teofimo. Kambosos with a left and a right to the body. They traded leather. Teofimo with the jab. Teofimo with the 1-2. Kambosos with a left hook. Teofimo with another big 1-2. Teofimo missing with a huge right and a left. He trying to blast him out of there in the first round. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. Kambosos with a jab to the mouthpiece. You see Teofimo going forward. Kambosos now catching with a double jab to the nose piece. Ooh, Kambosos catching with a stiff jab to the mouthpiece. Teofimo going forward, looking to load up. Jab from Teofimo. Another jab to the mouthpiece from George Kambosos, my peoples. Jab to the face piece from Kambosos. Now he's starting to establish that jab. Teofimo going forward, looking to load up. Teofimo with a left to the body. Kambosos missed with a left hook. Jab from Kambosos. Now he's using that lateral movement. Teofimo going in. Jab from Teofimo, double jab from Kambosos. They in the middle of the ring, my people, standing right on top of that Bud Light logo. 1-2 from Teofimo. He unloaded, my peoples. I'm telling you, I'm commentating on this fight like it's the first time I'm watching it. And the first round, you can see that, Teofimo with a left to the body, they go into a clinch. The first round, you can see that Teofimo went out thinking that he could blast Kambosos out of there. They in the middle of the ring, jab from Kambosos to the mouthpiece. Another jab, a right and a left to the body from George Kambosos. Teofimo with the 1-2 unloaded once again. You see them? Teofimo with a 1-2, Kambosos retaliated with a left and a right to the body. Back in the clinch, my peoples. Here we go. They in the middle of the ring. 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez. Straight right hand to the dome piece. Straight right hand to the dome piece from Teofimo. They both missed left hooks, but they trade in leather. 20 seconds to go. In round number 1, it has been action-packed. Kambosos catches him with a counter right hand to the dome piece. Drops Teofimo Lopez at the end of round number 1. Referee's count him. He's saying he's okay. He's smiling, but he got dropped. Kambosos rushes him, catches him with a right to the dome piece, and goes down. And the round is over. Whoa, Kambosos dropped Teofimo Lopez with a nasty counter right hand. Landed flush. Teofimo ate that. Every molecule, every vitamin and mineral in Kambosos' leather, Teofimo tasted it. Here we go, you see Teo's pops giving him those instructions. But he got caught with a real good shot, man. It was actually a counter shot. They showing the replay right now. You see Teofimo was going forward and Kambosos made a miss with the jab and boom, caught him with the right hand. Dropped him. Teofimo looked confused, bewildered. Boom with the right hand. Folded him, my peoples. There you have it. So, if you look at round number 1, Teofimo won and he was putting all type of hands on Kambosos, but he got dropped. And they round for Cam. Teofimo goes out aggressive for round number 2 with a 1-2. They go into the clinch. Referee separates them. You see Teofimo going forward. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. Jab to the face piece from Teofimo. Kambosos with the lateral movement. Never staying in front of Teofimo for too long. Using his legs. Teofimo going forward, looking to load up. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Straight right hand from Teofimo to the face piece of Kambosos. Jab. They both landed to each other's face piece. This was at 135. Yeah, it was at 135. They in the middle of the ring. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. Jab from Kambosos. Double jab in the right hand from Teofimo. Going forward. Jab from Teofimo to the face. Kambosos with a jab to the mouthpiece. Going forward. You see the lateral movement. Jab from Kambosos, who's active, who does not allow Teofimo to operate. A jab and a right to the body from Teofimo Lopez, ladies and gentlemen. Kambosos retaliate with a left and a right. Jab from Teofimo. Going forward, another jab from Teofimo Lopez. Kambosos riding for, 1-2 from Kambosos. Teofimo give him a right to the dome piece. Kambosos with a left and a right to the body. They're both in the middle of the ring. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. You see what I'm telling you, my people? This is a competitive fight. Double jab from Kambosos to the nose piece of Teofimo. This is a competitive fight, ladies and gentlemen. They're going back and forth. So far, these first 2 rounds, Teofimo is winning the exchanges. He got dropped in the first round, but if you look at overall, they traded nasty leather. Both of them traded 1 dose. Teofimo going forward, jab to the nose piece from Kambosos. Another jab in the right hand from Kambosos. Teofimo going forward with his hands down. He been dropping. He already knows. Hands down, man down. Why you doing it like that, Teofimo? Kambosos with a jab to the mouthpiece. Teofimo going forward with his own jab. Jab from Kambosos. They in the middle of the ring, my people. A jab from Teofimo Lopez. Missed with an uppercut. Kambosos with a jab and a left hook. Back to the middle of the ring. A left hook and a right hand from Teofimo. Jab to the mouthpiece from Kambosos. Teofimo with the 1 deuce to the face piece. And Kambosos slips a jab. 1-2 to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Jab to the body from Teofimo. Kambosos with a left hook. Back to the middle of the ring, my people. It's been that type of action. Teofimo misses with a jab. Kambosos with the lateral movement, using that footwork. Using different sides of the ring, giving Teofimo different angles. Ooh, 1-2 from Kambosos, lands to the mouthpiece of Teofimo. Another 1-2 from Kambosos as Teofimo shot his own jab in the right hand. My people, this is a competitive fight. The round is over. If you think about the first 2 rounds of Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos, it was super competitive. They've been trading nasty leather. The only thing that really stands out in Kambosos' favor right now is the knockdown at the very end of the first round. It was 20 seconds to go. If you look at the first round, Teofimo was actually winning it until he got dropped. Now, we know Kambosos won this fight, but all I'm showing you is this is a competitive fight, ladies and gentlemen. Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos, they was trading some nasty leather from the beginning. This is an action-packed type of fight. I'm looking at Teofimo's pops giving him the instructions, looking like he's bewildered, confused, perturbed, flabbergasted. Ooh, they showing the replay, a nasty right hand from Kambosos to the eyeball of Teofimo Lopez. They back in action. Round number 2, jab from Teofimo Lopez. Wait a minute, they messed up because this is supposed to be round number 3. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. Right hand from Teofimo. Right and a left hook from Teofimo Lopez. I don't know why I say round number 2, my people. Here we go. Teofimo with the jab. Kambosos with the lateral movement. You see Kambosos. One thing you notice is that Kambosos, he moves a lot when he's in front of his opponents. And that makes you think, that makes you hesitate. Teofimo with the double jab, missing with the right hand. Kambosos standing right in front of him, making him hesitate. Baiting him to go in, to make a mistake. One of the biggest mistakes that Teofimo did in this fight, man, is that he got dropped in the first round. Ooh, Kambosos with a jab to the forehead and another jab to the eyeball of Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo with his own jab in return. The mistake that Teofimo did, man, is that he held his hands down a lot after being dropped. Come on. Ooh, Kambosos with a right uppercut to the nose piece of Teofimo Lopez, my peoples. You see Teofimo going for it. Kambosos with a left hook, and Teofimo returning his own left hook to the melon. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. They back to the middle of the ring. Ooh, a jab and a right hook to the body from Kambosos. Jab to the face and another jab to the nose piece from Kambosos. Ooh, Kambosos with a jab and a right looping hand. Teofimo returns fire with his own right hand. Teofimo with the jab. A minute and a half to go into round number 3, my peoples. Another jab from Teofimo. They go into a clinch. This is the type of fight that this was. Tory. Jake Paul versus Crawford for middleweight. Jake Paul versus Crawford for middleweight title. Man. Take a 24-hour break. That shit don't even make no sense. They back to the middle of the ring, my peoples. Ooh, Teofimo catches Kambosos with a right uppercut. Right to the mouthpiece. He definitely tasted that one. That was rather tasty. 50 seconds to go. Ooh, Kambosos with a left hook and a right uppercut. Teofimo Lopez going forward. Teofimo with the jab. Feint. 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez to the dome piece of George Kambosos. Jab to the body from Teofimo. Jab from Kambosos. Another jab from Teofimo. They standing right on top of that Bud Light logo. 1, 2, 3 from Teofimo Lopez and a jab. All of them landed to the mouth and the nose piece of Kambosos. Here we go. You see Teofimo Lopez going forward now. Jab from Teofimo Kambosos with the 1-2 to the mouthpiece. Jab from Kambosos. Jab and a right hook to the body from George Kambosos. He's been investing. Here we go. Ooh, 1-2 from George Kambosos. 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez to the face piece of George Kambosos. Whoa, the referee trying to separate them. He fall to the floor. And round number 3 is over. This is not the type of fight that Teo just got washed or got beat up. He decided to go toe-to-toe with George Kambosos and he lost that battle. But as of right now, the fight is super competitive. You're more surprised that George Kambosos is being that competitive as opposed to watching a fight where Teofimo's getting washed or getting beat up or anything like that. This is a real good fight. The replay shows a jab to the mouthpiece from George Kambosos and a left hook to the kisser. Whoa, that pushed Teofimo Lopez back. But then they showed Teofimo with a right to the snack box and a left to the nose piece of George Kambosos. I don't know how he didn't go down from that. He ate all of it. Here we go, my peoples. Round number 4, they're in the middle of the ring. Teofimo Lopez going forward right away. You see the lateral movement, the footwork from George Kambosos. Not staying in front of the hard puncher. You see Teofimo going forward, looking to load up with a bomb. Going forward, not throwing any jabs thus far, just looking to gain position and land something big. Ooh, Kambosos with a right hook to the mouthpiece. Kambosos with a 1-2. Teofimo with a left hook to the body. Ooh, Teofimo with a jab. Kambosos with a left and a right and a left to the mouthpiece. Kambosos with a left hook to the body. So what we're seeing now is Kambosos is more active. Teofimo throws 1 punch or 2. Kambosos let the hands fly. Now you saw Teofimo with a jab and a double left hook to the body. Standing right in front. Ooh, they traded jabs to the kisser. Kambosos with another jab. We're in round number 4. Remember, the first 3 rounds, Teofimo was doing his thing. Ooh, Kambosos with a left hook to the kisser, ladies and gentlemen. But then he got dropped, and you seen Kambosos. Ooh, Kambosos with a right to the left ear of Teofimo Lopez. Jab to the body from Teofimo, who keeps going forward. Double jabbing the right hand to the body. Kambosos light on his toes. Using that lateral movement, jab to the face piece from George Kambosos. Jab to the face, right hook to the body from Kambosos. Been investing to the body, Kambosos has. Jab to the face piece from George Kambosos. And using that lateral movement. Ooh, jab to the face and a left hook to the ear from George Kambosos. Teofimo Lopez only round number 4, and he's throwing 1 punch at a time. Kambosos with a jab and a left hook to the mouthpiece. Teofimo loads up with a jab and a left hook. Going forward, you see the lateral movement from Kambosos. Teofimo with a jab to the body. Kambosos is frustrating Teofimo. Ooh, jab and a left hook to the face piece of Teofimo Lopez. He returns fire with a right to the mouthpiece of George Kambosos. Kambosos with a double left to the mouthpiece. Right in the snack box of Teofimo Lopez. But he keeps going forward. Another jab to the kisser of Teofimo. He's going forward, though. They're in the middle of the ring, right on top of that Bud Light logo. 1-2 from Kambosos and a left hook to the toupee of Teofimo Lopez, who keeps going forward. Jab to the body from Teofimo, who's not throwing enough punches, my peoples. He's going forward, trying to load up. Kambosos with the lateral movement, frustrating him. Light on his toes. Teofimo load ups with a big right hand. Telegraphs and misses. Going forward, missing with a jab. Kambosos light on his toes. Jab to the face piece from George Kambosos. 1-2 from Kambosos to the mouthpiece of Teofimo Lopez. Jab from Teofimo. They trading jabs in the middle of the ring. Ooh, jab to the mouthpiece from Kambosos. Right and a left hook from Teofimo Lopez. Ooh, a left and a right, and a left and a right from Kambosos. Left and a right from Teofimo. Left and a right from Kambosos, my people. 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez. 1-2 from Kambosos. And the referee separates them. They was trading some nasty leather, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I'm talking about. This is the type of fight that this was. The ebb and flow. Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos really went at it. Teofimo chose to fight, chose to trade leather, lost exchanges, got dropped, lost a fight. But it's not like he got washed, my peoples. This was a great fight, an entertaining fight to watch, obviously. Look at the replay. A jab to the mouthpiece from George Kambosos, and then a left hook right to the snack box of Teofimo Lopez. And then you see Teofimo with the straight right hand and the left hook right in the kisser, and the left and the right from George Kambosos to the mouthpiece, or right to the snack box of Kambosos, who returns her right to the nose piece of Teofimo Lopez. That's the type of changes that they've been having throughout this fight, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. They back in action. In the middle of the ring, round number 5. Teofimo going forward. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Going forward, Kambosos with the lateral movement, using his legs, never standing in front of Teofimo Lopez for too long. Ooh, Teofimo with a jab and a right hook to the face piece, and another jab and a right hook to the face piece. You see Kambosos, though, using that lateral movement, never staying in front of Teofimo Lopez for extended periods of time. Ooh, 1 jab from Teofimo, double jab to the mouthpiece from Kambosos. He's outworking him. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. One punch at a time, trying to load up. Double jab and a left hook to the face piece from Kambosos. Teofimo going forward. The lateral movement from Kambosos frustrating him. Jab to the face piece from Kambosos. Teofimo returns fire with his own jab to the mouthpiece of George Kambosos. Ooh, Teofimo with a jab. Kambosos with a check left hook to the snack box. They trading leather to the middle, in the middle of the ring, my people. You see Teofimo. Ooh, Teofimo with a jab to the snack box of George Kambosos. Teofimo's missing with a left hook. Kambosos with a jab and a left hook to the toupee of Teofimo Lopez. But you see Teofimo going forward. Kambosos, they trading jabs, my peoples. Both of them landing to the mouth. Teofimo with a right hand misses. Kambosos blocks a left hook. You see Teofimo trying to inflict bodily harm with those type of punches, but he's missing a lot of them and not throwing enough. Kambosos out working him. Jab to the body from Kambosos. Teofimo with his own jab to the body. Kambosos with a jab to the mouthpiece. Kambosos with a 1-2. Teofimo with his own 2 to Kambosos' melon. They're in the middle of the ring. Teofimo with a jab. Kambosos with a jab and a left hook. Still in the middle of the ring, my peoples. Nobody's backing away. Kambosos with a jab to the mouthpiece. Teofimo now goes forward with a jab to the body. Jab to the face. Kambosos with a jab and a left hook to the mouthpiece of Teofimo Lopez. 1 punch from Teofimo, 3 from Kambosos. That has been, you know, the way that it's been playing out throughout the last couple of rounds. You see the lateral movement, Teofimo chasing. Jab from Teofimo. Ooh, 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez to the dome piece of George Kambosos right before they go into that clinch. Kambosos and Teofimo in the middle of the ring. Jab from George Kambosos. Teofimo Lopez going forward. Teofimo putting the knee up. What is he doing? Jab from Kambosos, left hook from Teofimo. Oh, they traded lefts and rights and lefts and rights in the middle of the ring. They both landed to each other's face piece. 1, 2, 3 from Teofimo Lopez. Jab from Teofimo. They go into a clinch. My peoples, George Kambosos versus Teofimo Lopez was an action-packed type of fight. 1-2 from Kambosos to the melon of Teofimo. Teofimo loads up with a left to the body. Kambosos is able to back away and evade the right hand. The round is over. Ladies and gentlemen, when you say can be Teo, this was a heck of a fight. Did you watch that fight? My people, did you watch? You tuning in right now. Did you watch Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez? That was an action-packed type of fight, man. They went at it. They traded some serious leather, and Kambosos got him. But this was a good fight. So when you say can be Teo, look how he beat him in a heck of a fight. Real good fight. I'm watching the replay, ladies and gentlemen. Kambosos fakes a left hook and lands a hard right hand to Teofimo Lopez's melon. Whoa, what a shot. Teofimo with a left to the body goes forward. But Kambosos uses the footwork and smiles as he makes a miss. This has been a heck of a fight, my peoples. Moving on to the next round, you see both fighters are ready to go. You see the wear and tear already showing in Teofimo's face, who leaps in with a left hook to start round number 6. Kambosos with the lateral movement, jab from Teofimo Lopez. But you see Kambosos on his toes, moving, not staying in front of Teofimo Lopez long enough to allow him to operate. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Double jab, triple jab from George Kambosos to the mouth and the nose piece of Teofimo. Jab to the chest from Teofimo Lopez. A jab and a left to the dome piece from Teofimo. Kambosos partially blocked that left hook to the dome piece. You see Teofimo going forward. Jab from Teofimo, triple jab from Kambosos to the mouth and the nose piece of Teofimo Lopez, who keeps going forward, but he's being outworked. Jab from Teofimo. Kambosos was able to slip that. You see the lateral movement. George Kambosos is putting together a heck of a performance. Jab to the face piece and a left hook to the dome piece of Teofimo Lopez from George Kambosos. Ooh, a jab in the right hand, a jab in the right hand. The good old 1-2, 1-2 to the mouth and nose piece of Teofimo Lopez. Right to the body from Teofimo, who's being outworked. You already see the sense of urgency. And it's only round number 6. 1-2 from Cambosos. 1-2 from Teofimo, who eats a left hook to the mouthpiece right afterwards. Jab from Teofimo Lopez, who's going forward. Jab from George Cambosos. The ebb and flow, my peoples. They've been trading leather since round number 1. Jab from Teofimo Lopez and a jab from George Cambosos. Teofimo Lopez with the jab and the feint. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Jab to the body. Cambosos returns fire with a left hook to the mouthpiece. Cambosos with a jab, a left hook, and a straight right hand to the dome piece of Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo with the 1-2 to the body. Cambosos with a jab and a left hook to the toupee of Teofimo Lopez. 1-2 from Teofimo. Going forward, 1-2 to the body from Teofimo Lopez. You see the lateral movement from George Cambosos. 1 minute to go into round number 6. 1-2 to the melon from Teofimo. Cambosos ate that and kept it moving. You see the lateral movement. You see Cambosos on his toes. Left hook to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Cambosos right in front of him. They right in the middle of the ring, my peoples, on top of that Bud Light logo. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Jab to the body, straight right hand to the body from Teofimo. Ooh, Cambosos with a right hook to the body. Teofimo with a right and a left to the body. That landed flush. Cambosos felt that. Jab to the body from Teofimo. Left hook to the mouthpiece from George Cambosos. Left to the mouthpiece from Cambosos. Right from Teofimo Lopez. The ebb and flow, my people. They've been trading this type of leather. So at this point, nobody's really. Jab to the mouthpiece from Teofimo Lopez. Left to the face piece. And another left to the toupee from George Cambosos. Teofimo with a jab to the face piece. Cambosos with a 1-2 to the mouthpiece. And wiggling his hand like, I got you, homie. They clinch and the referees separate them. Teofimo Lopez on lows with a right and a left. Cambosos with returns fire with a left. And the round is over. You see blood coming down from Cambosos' face, my peoples. So you can see the type of fight that this was. Teofimo Lopez chose to fight. He said, I'm not going to box. I'm going to fight. I'm going to trade leather with you. We're going to do what you want to do. We're going to do it like that. But this is a real good fight where he wasn't dominated. He didn't get beat up. It was a split decision, and it's a fight that could have gone either way. Here goes the replay. Jab and a straight right hand from Cambosos right to the snack box of Teofimo Lopez. And a left hook. No, that was a jab. Teofimo was able to slip that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 7 is about to kick off. The fighters have been trading some serious leather. Right now, you don't know who's going to win this fight. If you're watching it for the first time, if you've seen it live, you didn't know who was going to win it. This is the type of action that it was. Teofimo Lopez going forward. Jab to the body from Teofimo. Feint from Teofimo Lopez, who's more hesitant now. Jab to the mouthpiece from George Cambosos. Jab to the body from Teofimo, jab to the face from Cambosos. Oh, Teofimo with a jab, Cambosos with a left hook. Teofimo with a jab, Cambosos with another left hook to the face piece. Teofimo missed with a jab. Jab to the mouthpiece of George Cambosos. Cambosos with a left hook to the kisser of Teofimo. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. They in the middle of the ring. Teofimo goes forward now. Makes Cambosos back away. Lateral movement. You see the footwork from Cambosos. The legs are still there. A triple left hook from Cambosos that makes Teofimo move his head and get out of punching range. Cambosos has been doing a job, great job. Ooh, jabbing a left hook to the mouthpiece of Teofimo Lopez. Cambosos has been consistent with feeding Teofimo that combination. 1-2 to the mouthpiece from George Cambosos. Teofimo with the jab, Cambosos with his own jab as he's backing away, giving some Teofimo something to think about. Who gave him a double jab in the right hand. Cambosos with the lateral movement, moving away. Teofimo going forward. They traded jabs, but Cambosos also added a left hook to the mouthpiece of Teofimo Lopez, who returns fire with a jab and a left hook to the face piece of George Cambosos. Cambosos misses with a 1-2. They in the middle of the ring, my people. Cambosos with a jab and a left hook to Teofimo's face piece. He's been feeding him that combination, a steady dosage of a double jab to the mouthpiece from George Cambosos. Teofimo Lopez going forward. Cambosos with the forward. Teofimo with a leaping left hook. Cambosos able to slip that punch back to the middle of the ring. They traded jabs on top of that Bud Light logo. Jab from Teofimo, left hook to the dome piece from George Cambosos. You see Cambosos going forward. Jab to the face piece of Teofimo. They traded left hooks, my peoples. Both of them landed. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. 1-2 to the face piece from Teofimo. Kambosos ate that. He ate it. It was rather tasty. Here we go. Oh, a jab and a right uppercut from Kambosos to the nose piece of Teofimo Lopez. 1-2 from Kambosos and they go into a clinch. Here we go. Back to the middle of the ring. They trading jabs. Teofimo with another jab to the body. We've seen that a lot. He's been investing. Can he slow Kambosos down? Ooh, a jab and a right hook to the body from Teofimo Lopez. A left hook to the body from Teofimo, who then shoots a left and right to the dome piece. Kambosos was able to slip that. Teofimo misses with a straight right hand and a left hook. Kambosos with a right to the dome piece and misses with his own left hook. Kambosos with a right and a left hook to Teofimo's melon, and the round is over. So what you're seeing is a super competitive fight where they're both landing big punches. Simply Kambosos is slightly outworking them, landing a little bit more. You see Teofimo bleeding from his nose, eyes swollen. You're seeing a fight where they're going back and forth, but nobody's really taking over. This is nobody's fight thus far. In the replay, Kambosos with a left and a right that landed straight in the mouthpiece and a jab in the throat. Kambosos with a right uppercut, all right in Teofimo Lopez mouthpiece. Every tooth felt that shot. Every inch of his gums felt the vibration from that right uppercut. Here we go, my peoples. Round number 8. Teofimo Lopez going forward. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. Wow, that was a monster uppercut from George Kambosos. I don't know how Teofimo didn't drop. Double jab from Kambosos to start off round number 8. Teofimo with a jab to the body. Teofimo with another jab to the body. Kambosos missed with a check left hook. You see Eddie Hearn watching in the background, understanding that George Kambosos is about to pull off the upset. He can see it already. You see Teofimo going forward now. Ooh, Teofimo with a jab, Kambosos with a left hook to the melon of Teofimo Lopez. Ooh, Kambosos misses, and Teofimo's with a jab and a left hook to the body. Here we go, my people. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. Ooh, 1-2 to the body from Teofimo. Kambosos retaliate with a left and a right. Kambosos with a left and a right. Teofimo a left and a right. They both landed some monster shots upon each other, ladies and gentlemen. Teofimo with a jab. Kambosos with a straight right hand and a left to the mouthpiece. Landing those shots at close range. Feeding Teofimo the steady dosage of leather. Teofimo with a jab to the mouthpiece of George Kambosos. Kambosos once again with the lateral movement, never staying in front of Teofimo Lopez for a long time, not allowing him to operate the way he wants to. Kambosos with a 1-2 and a left to the dome piece of Teofimo. Jab from Kambosos, Teofimo was able to slip that. Right back to the middle of the ring, Kambosos missing with a 1-2. Teofimo Lopez going forward now. Jab to the body from Teofimo. 1-2 from Teofimo. Kambosos blocks that. Jab to the mouthpiece from Teofimo Lopez. Jab to the body. Kambosos with a jab and a right to the body. They still in the middle of the ring. Jab to the face piece from Kambosos. Right on top of that Bud Light logo. A jab and a right hand to the body from Lopez. Kambosos right in front of him. Kambosos with a left hook. Kambosos with a jab to the mouthpiece. Another jab to the forehead from Kambosos. Feint. Teofimo with the 1-2. Teofimo with a jab to the mouthpiece of Kambosos had his head looking like a bobblehead. Oh, Kambosos catches it with a right to the kisser. Jab and a right hand and a left from Kambosos, letting the hands fly upon Teofimo Lopez's wig piece. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. Ooh, a left hook to the face piece from Teofimo. A left from Teofimo Lopez, a right uppercut. Kambosos with a right. Teofimo Lopez with a right uppercut and a left. Kambosos almost dropped. Teofimo with a double left to Kambosos face piece and a right. Teofimo Lopez landed like 4 or 5 monster shots upon Kambosos wig piece. And Cambosos just kept fighting back. They showing a shot of Teofimo. Nose is leaking, my people. Bleeding like crazy. He's taking some nasty shots. Nose clearly broken. Eyes swollen on both sides. He's in there. You can see that this is the fight of a lifetime for Teofimo Lopez. That type of fight. But people forget how entertaining and how good this fight was. They showing the replay. And you see Teofimo Lopez with a nasty right to the body. Cambosos to the mouthpiece. Then Teofimo caught Cambosos with a right to the mouth and another left to the mouth and another left to the mouthpiece from Teofimo Lopez. Man, listen, Cambosos should be glad the round. And another right to the dome piece as the bell rang. So you see, there's moments in this fight. And that round number 8, at the end, Cambosos survived. The end of round number 8. Here we go, people. Round number 9, Teofimo Lopez, George Cambosos. It's been a very, very competitive fight. You know, beginning of round number 9, nobody has it in the bag. They've been going back and forth, the ebb and flow. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Cambosos using that footwork to stay out of range. Teofimo with a left and a right to the body. Cambosos right in front of him. Jab to the face piece from Teofimo. Another jab to the nose piece. Jab to the body. 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez. Cambosos gave him left, right, left to the body. Hard left hook and right hook and another left hook from George Cambosos. Teofimo with a jab, double left to the mouthpiece from George Cambosos. Another jab from Teofimo Lopez. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. George Cambosos standing right in front of him. They're in the middle of the ring. On top of that Bud Light logo, Cambosos with that 1-2. Teofimo Lopez, 1-2 to the body. George Cambosos with a left and a right. They're in a clinch. The referees separate them. Here we go, Teofimo Lopez going forward now. You see all the blood splattered all over the ring. 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez, who's bleeding, leaking from his nose. George Cambosos on his toes, moving, feigning. Teofimo Lopez looking to unload. A left and a right to the body from Teofimo. Cambosos return fire with the same dosage. A left and a right to the body. 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez. Cambosos with a left to the mouthpiece. Landed flush, but Teofimo ate that. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez, who's going forward with both of his hands down. A right hand and a left hook from Teofimo, and they go into a clinch. Referee separates them. Back to the middle of the ring. Teofimo Lopez, jab from Teofimo, left hook from Cambosos. 1-2-3 from Teofimo Lopez to the dope piece, and another 1-2. A right hand to Cambosos' melon. Another right hand from to Cambosos to pay. A right hook from Cambosos to return fire. Teofimo Lopez right in front of him. Jab from Teofimo Lopez. Going forward. Straight right hand from Cambosos. Teofimo Lopez with the 1-2. 35 seconds to go into round number 9. Teofimo Lopez and Cambosos on that Bud Light logo, ready to trade leather. They trading jabs. Teofimo going forward, right to the body and the left from Teofimo. They go into the clinch right afterwards. In the middle of the ring, my peoples. Teofimo Lopez, George Cambosos, 10 seconds to go. 1-2 from Teofimo. Ooh, Cambosos with a left and a right to the melon to end the round. Ooh, George Cambosos catches Teofimo with a left and a right. Right to the dome piece. That was a hard shot from George Cambosos. Teofimo ate all of it. Tasted every molecule, every vitamin and mineral in George Cambosos' right hand. Whoa, my peoples. But this is the type of fight that we've been watching, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. You know, for those who say that Teofimo got beat, Teofimo got beat. Golly, bro, it was a heck of a fight. Teofimo Lopez and George Cambosos was an action-packed type of fight. It was a split decision. He lost, but it's a good fight. They showing the replay. Ooh, a right hand from Teofimo Lopez to the kiss of George Cambosos and a left hook to the dome piece. You saw the blood flying all over the place in slow motion. A left and right to the dome piece. Another right hand to the mouthpiece. Another right hand to the jugular of George Cambosos. Ooh, a double right hand to the earpiece of Cambosos. Teofimo Lopez was doing his thing too. Come on now. Not like he got washed. This was a heck of a fight. Starting round number 10, you see the double jab from Teofimo Lopez. Going forward. Kambosos with the lateral movement. Teofimo Lopez misses with a right uppercut and a left hook. Teofimo with a jab. Kambosos with a jab to the body. Teofimo Lopez going forward. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Left hook from George Kambosos. Left hook from George Kambosos to the dome piece. You see Teofimo going forward the whole time has been the same thing. Jab and a right hook to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Jab from George Kambosos. So you see, these last few rounds, Teofimo has been effective with some of those shots going in. Oh, 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez. Kambosos falls, but it was a slip. Oh, no, they counted him. They counted him, my peoples. Whoa, wait a minute. They counted him. It was a good shot from Teofimo Lopez. Round number 10. 1:45 to go. Teofimo Lopez going forward. Right hand and a left hook. Right hand from Teofimo. Left hook from Teofimo. Left and a right from Teofimo Lopez. Left hook from Teofimo. Kambosos with a right hand. Teofimo with a right hook to the mouthpiece. A right hand and a left hook from Teofimo Lopez. Staggers George Kambosos. Teofimo Lopez missed with a left hook. You see Kambosos with the lateral movement. Kambosos looking to clinch. You can see that he's hurt. He's wobbly. He does not have his legs under him. Kambosos with a looping right hand. Legs is still not under him. A whole minute and 50 seconds to go into round number 10. Teofimo Lopez with a big right hand to the mat, and Kambosos clinches him. My people's Kambosos really got rocked in round number 10. A whole minute to go. Double jab from George Kambosos, trying to give Teofimo Lopez something to think about. Teofimo with a 1-2. Kambosos return fire with a right to the body. Teofimo with a right 1-2 to the melon of George Kambosos, and then they go into a clinch right afterwards. Nasty punches that Kambosos is absorbing in this round. Left hook from Kambosos to the face piece and a double jab to the face piece of Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez with a right to the dome piece of George Kambosos. Teofimo with a left to the mouthpiece, right in the snack box of Kambosos. 30 seconds to go into round number 10. Jab from George Kambosos. The referee separates him from a clinch. Straight right hand from Teofimo Lopez and a leaping left hook that misses. You see George Kambosos standing right in front of him. Slips a jab. Straight right hand to the dome piece. A double left hook to the face piece from Kambosos. Teofimo ate that and feeds him a 1-2. They go into a clinch once again. A right hand and a left hook from Teofimo Lopez. The round is over. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been that type of fight. It's been that type of fight. Come on, my people. It's been that type of fight. They've been trading leather. They've been going back and forth. What are we doing over here? Hold on. What a fight, my people. What a showdown, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. They showing the replay. Teofimo Lopez with a jab and Nicole Kambosos with a right hand right to the earpiece, my peoples. And another right hand as he was going down. Whoa. He really hurt George Kambosos with those two shots. It was a right hand that completely messed up his entire equilibrium. And then another right hand as George Kambosos was going down. Here we go, round number 9. How does Kambosos bounce back after being stunned, after being hurt? Here we go, you see the lateral movement. Teofimo Lopez looking to hunt him down. Right hand to the dome piece, jab to the mouthpiece from Teofimo Lopez. Ooh, a left hook to the face piece from George Kambosos. Teofimo Lopez going forward. Jab, they trading jabs. Right on top of that Bud Light logo, my peoples. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Another jab to the body. A jab to the face piece from Teofimo, who's been, consistent with that jab. Teofimo Lopez has been consistent with the jab, ladies and gentlemen. 1-2 to the body from Teofimo Lopez, followed up by a jab to the face piece of George Kambosos, who returned fire with a left and a right. George Kambosos with a jab and a left hook to the face piece of Teofimo Lopez. George Cambosos with a 1-2 to the mouthpiece. Teofimo Lopez says no, but you know that means yes. He tasted that. You see Cambosos with the lateral movement. Teofimo Lopez going forward, looking to unload. Ooh, George Cambosos with a jab and a left hook to the mouthpiece. They're in the middle of the ring, my people, sizing each other up. Teofimo with the jab to the body. George Cambosos with a jab and a left hook to the face piece. 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez. You see the blood going down his face. Cambosos with the lateral movement. Jab to the face piece from Teofimo Lopez, who's bleeding out of that left eye. 1-2 from George Cambosos. As Teofimo Lopez goes down with both his hands down. Teofimo with a jab and a right hand. Cambosos with a 1-2. You see all the blood in Teofimo's face. Jab to the body from Teofimo. Cambosos with his own jab. The ebb and flow, you see blood all over the ring. Jab to the mouthpiece from Teofimo Lopez. Jab and left hook from George Cambosos. You see Teofimo standing right in front of Cambosos. Ate another jab to the nose piece. The referee stops the action. He's going to have the doctor take a look at Teofimo's eye. All the blood. You see the cut. It appears to be big. Luckily for Teofimo, he was bleeding out the corner to that side. It wasn't going into his eye. So he's able to continue. The referee allows the action to go on. Jab to the body from Teofimo. Double jab and a left hook and a right hand from George Cambosos, who's outworking Teofimo Lopez. They traded jabs. Cambosos with a 1-2. Teofimo returns fire with a right hand. Teofimo with a jab, Cambosos with a left hook to the face piece. Teofimo with a left to the body. Cambosos with a right to the body as they clinch. Referee separates them. 10 seconds to go into round number 11. 1-2 from George Cambosos, followed up by a left hook. The good old 1-2-3. Teofimo Lopez attempts a right hand. Cambosos with a left and right. The round is over. There you have it, my peoples. Round number 11. The way that this action has played out, you really don't know who won this fight. So again, when people say Cambosos beat Teo, Cambosos beat Teo, you got to look at the type of fight that it was and the way that it played out. This fight could have very well been scored in Teo's favor. He could have won it. And I'm not telling you that he won it. I'm okay with the decision because there's so many swing rounds in this fight that could have gone either way. But this is a heck of a fight, my people. Come on now. This is a heck of a fight. They showing the replay. Teofimo Lopez with a right to the body and a jab right to the snack box. Right in the kisser of George Cambosos. You see blood all over the place, my people. George Cambosos with a right to the eyeball of Teofimo Lopez. You see the blood splattering, flying all over the place. Teofimo going forward. Round number 12. Jab to the body. A jab to the body from Teofimo. A jab from George Cambosos. Remember, this is round number 12. They've been back and forth. Jab and a left hook from George Cambosos. But you truly don't know who won this fight. Teofimo with a right hand. Cambosos with a 1-2. In the middle of the ring. 1-2 from Teofimo Lopez. Jab and a left hook from George Cambosos. Right hand from Teofimo. You see Cambosos moving to the right. Teofimo with a left hook and another left hook. George Cambosos with a jab and a left hook. Very close fight. 1-2 to the mouthpiece from Teofimo. A right and a left hook to the body from George Cambosos. 1-2 to the body from Teofimo. Cambosos with a jab to the face piece. Left to the body from Teofimo. They traded jabs in the middle of the ring. Both of them landed to the face piece. Ooh, double jab and a left hook and another left hook from George Cambosos. Outworking Teofimo Lopez in round number 12. 1-2 from Cambosos. Right hand from Teofimo. 1-2 from Cambosos to the dome piece of Teofimo. Now you see Cambosos going like this. A little showboating. Jab to the face piece from Cambosos and a left hook. He's on his toes. Teofimo with a jab and a left hook. You see Cambosos hopping on his toes. Jab from George Cambosos. He's looking like the fresher fighter. Teofimo looking to tee off. A left and a right to the body from Teofimo Teofimo Lopez. Blood all over his face. This is looking like a scary movie when you look at Teofimo. Left and right to the body from Teofimo, or right from Kambosos to the face piece. Left and right from Kambosos. Teofimo attempted to retaliate with a counter right hand. Left and right from Teofimo. Left and right from Kambosos. That left hand landed to Teofimo's dome piece. Jab from George Kambosos. Jab from George Kambosos. 1 minute to go in round number 12. Jab to the body. Teofimo with a 1-2. Kambosos with a left hook to the body. Ooh, Kambosos with a right and a left to the dome piece of Teofimo Lopez. Kambosos with a 1-2. Teofimo's attempted return fire with a right hand. Kambosos with a left and a right. Teofimo with a 1-2. Missed with a left hook. They go into a clinch. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a great fight. Action-packed. They traded leather. Every single round was entertaining to watch. Jab to the body from Teofimo Lopez. Kambosos return fire with a 1-2. Kambosos with a left and right to the body. Teofimo Lopez. 1-2 to the melon of Kambosos, who return fire with a left and right. Teofimo with a right to the dome piece. You see Teofimo going forward. 15 seconds to go. Right to the dome piece from Teofimo. Left and right from Kambosos. 1-2-3 from Teofimo Lopez to the mouthpiece of George Kambosos, who missed with her own left-right. Kambosos with a left and a right. Teofimo with a left and a right to George Kambosos' mouthpiece. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The fight is over. You see George Kambosos celebrating. You know, he feels like he won the fight. Teofimo Lopez gets on the rope as well, feeling like he won the fight. But there you have it, my people. Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. What a fight. When they announce it, I'll remind you guys, it was a split decision. It was a split decision win in favor of George Kambosos. But man, what a good fight. What an entertaining fight to watch. So all I'm going to say, my peoples, at the end of this fight is that how do you discredit a world champion who loses in that manner? How do you discredit him? Tough fight. George Kambosos fought the fight of his life. Teofimo Lopez did not perform up to par. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. But it was a great fight. Moving forward, we're going to get Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. This loss does not diminish Teofimo. People want to, always bring it up. But it doesn't diminish him. He lost in a great fight. And ever since then, he moved up in weight. Became a world champion once again. So there you have it, my people. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Salute to everybody who tuned in to enjoy this fight commentary. I just wanted to watch this fight once again. This has been the narrative. Now that Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, they're going to fight each other. People who want to hate on Shakur, or even just hate on Teofimo, they're going to use that forever. But ultimately, if you've been following his career, you have a good understanding of the type of fighter that Teofimo Lopez is. And he's a great fighter. He's one of the best of this generation. The resume is there to back him up. So up next, we are going to get Teofimo Lopez versus this guy right here, Shakur Stevenson. That's going to be a great fight. That's something that I'm looking forward to watching. And there you have it, my peoples. This has been another episode of Box Center, your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Had to call this fight for you guys once again, just to remind you what a great fight this actually was. And that it could have gone either way. It was a split decision. You already know what it is, my peoples. Tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern Time, another episode of Boxing for Breakfast will be live. Tune in. We're going to talk boxing. We're going to do what we do. Remember, this weekend we got Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. We've been making predictions for the last couple of weeks. It's about to go down. We're going to break that fight down. And we got a lot more to go, my people. So I'll see you tomorrow. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, my peoples. Y'all already know what it is, man. JSmiff in the building. I'm out of here. Bam. Salute.